Hello, intuitive friends, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. For those of you who are visiting, welcome. If you're watching this after the live stream, please feel free to look down below in the description box and click on those timestamps. All right, intuitive friends, my current subscribers, I want to say welcome back. And for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. If you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, take a look down below in the description box. Today, I'm going to be channeling messages, intuitive friends, focusing on the single collective. Okay, I'm going to be focusing on Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Okay, the fire signs. Alrighty. That being said, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what may be potentially unfolding in the month of November. Okay, that being said, we're going to start with Aries. Then we're going to jump into, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm going to jump into Leo and then Sagittarius. Okay. All right, intuitive friends, welcome. For those of you who are just joining, this is not a free reading that I'm doing for the this is not the individual readings that I'm doing free or the mini readings. This is hello, Monica. This is the readings for the singles collective. I'm going to be doing the readings individually for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Okay, just remember, when you watch this after the live stream, just look down below for the timestamps. Okay. All right, let's focus on Aries. Hello, intuitive friends. Thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support. I greatly appreciate it. You're in Aries. Okay, awesome, Monica. Well, guess what? This is for you. So the Aries collective. All right, let me place the Aries sign. And then we're going to start. Hello, Aries, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are in Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or whether you have Aries on other placements in your astrological natal chart that focus on love, partnerships, connections, marriage, or relationships. And those areas are, if you're Aries in your Venus, Aries in Juno, Aries in your 5th house, or Aries in your 7th house, then these messages are also for you. Please note that this is for the singles collective. And today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what may be potentially unfolding for you, Aries, in the month of November. Hopefully you were able to see or watch, I should say, the messages I channeled when Venus was in Libra, which was from October 13th all the way through November 6th. Now, Venus is in Scorpio, which is a water sign, and the energy may be a little bit different because it is a water sign rather than an air sign. So, Aries, you have the King of Wands that just popped out of the deck here for you. And let's get one more card here. What may be potentially unfolding for you here? Ooh, and the King of Swords. All right, well, Aries here, what may be potentially unfolding here in the month of November? Very, very interesting. I have several messages that are coming in. First, I'm going to start with you embodying these two energies, and then I'm going to talk about these two potential people that may be also coming in here for you or towards you, or that you may be attracting in the month of November. First and foremost, the King of Wands. Okay, you are going to be embodying this energy here of the King of Wands, the maturity, the mastery, and the experience. Okay, that you have focusing on your inspiration, your motivation, your drive, your passion. Okay, you're going to embody this passion within you that the King of Swords has, and it may lead you to move towards either opportunities or accept opportunities that feel like, you're confident, the person that you are approaching is confident, or the person that's approaching you is confident, or the opportunity. So confidence is going to be a very, very big component here for you in November, because the King of Wands is confident. The King of Wands is charismatic. The King of Wands is not afraid to make bold moves and, pretty much, be charismatic and straightforward. Okay, that's the King of Wands energy. Now there's this fire and there's air, right? So you have the fire of the passion, the boldness, the charisma, okay, that you're going to be tapping into. And there's also a very, how can I say, logical, rational, analytical, or intelligent way that you're going to go about it. Okay. So it's not just kind of like going out there with the fire energy without control. I feel that the swords energy here with the King of Swords, again, the mastery over your logical, rational, analytical and capacities, talents, is going to help you here not be too fast. Okay, because I feel here it's not about the speed, it's about the depth. Okay, so yes, there's this passion that you're going to be tapping into, but there comes a little bit of control with this swords energy here. Okay, so very, very beautiful energy here for you in your love life, potentially here in the month of November. You also have, I am successful in all that I do. The reason why the King of Wands is saying here that you're going to be embodying this energy is because the King of Wands taps into their passion. Okay. It's all about the passion. It's all about the confidence. Okay. King of Swords says, I trust my ability to make strong, strategic decisions. Okay. So, like I said, it's not about the speed, it's about the depth. It's about the fact that you will be using intelligent, balanced decisions to guide you towards the passion, okay, the magnetic attraction that you may be experiencing here and unfolding for you in the month of November. Now, let's go a little bit deeper here and look at these two King of Wands and King of Swords here as potential people that you may attract, or that may come into your direction. Okay, so with the King of Wands, this person could potentially be a person who either is an entrepreneur, very focused on career, a stable person, charismatic, okay, not afraid to speak their mind, right? I do feel there's this, passion, magnetic sensuality, okay? This person could, flirt easily as well, all right? But this is a person that could potentially have any of the following signs on their astrological natal chart. Of course, different placements here as well. But I do see Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay. So I do see like your passion and this person's passion kind of being something that definitely speed may be at the forefront. However, again, because you're going to be also embodying the King of Swords, it's going to be you're gonna move, but with a sense of understanding the depth of the connection. So I do feel that there's a lot of like conversations, making sure we're on the same level, and then that may again provide you with this beautiful opportunity with this King of Wands. I also see a person here who may be potentially a King of Swords. Now, this could be two different people. Okay, so we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and over here we have Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Okay, so this could be another person, or it could be the same person. They just have different placement, right? Because we all know that it's not just about the sun sign, right? So there could be placements on this person's astrological natal chart that focus on Gemini, okay, Libra, and Aquarius, and vice versa. This person could be a Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, and could have placements on their astrological chart focusing on Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, now this King of Swords here, Aries, it looks like you have two very interesting energies here. Two different people with two different type of energies here. Okay, now the King of Swords is coming across as a potential person that, number one, intelligent. Okay, a person who tends to be more emotionally guarded. Okay, they may seem or appear that they are detached from their emotions. Okay, it's only because this person is a thinker, because this person is stimulated by intellectual conversations, ideas, curiosity. Okay, and this person also is the what drives this person is the intelligent, balanced decisions that they want to make, or that they're listening that you have made in your life. Okay, so this person comes across as an observer, person who's analytical. Okay, now let's get more information here, focusing on these two cards, the King of Wands and the King of Swords. Now, Venus is now in Scorpio, and Venus in a water sign such as Scorpio, like I said, especially for you, Aries, it's not about the speed of the connection. It's not just about the passion, the drive, and the magnetic attraction. It's also about the depth. And the depth is going to be seen, felt, or heard through stimulating, intellectually stimulating conversations, and finding out, right, where this person may stand, what they're doing, what's going on, what's the deeper sense of who this person may be. Okay. I do feel that there are trust issues that may be the reason here why the King of Swords is here for you as you embody in this energy, because you already know what it feels like to just move only because of passion, and kind of like that trumping the relationship, or that being at the at the head of your triangle, right, at the peak. But you've learned your lesson. You know that it's not just about magnetic attraction, it's not just about passion, it's not just about lust and sensuality. It is also about where the person's head is at, right? And so that is what I'm also seeing here for you, Aries. And let's see what else. There you go. It could be a person. This person, again, it could be you. Okay, you may be more logical, analytical. Again, like I said, you're going to slow down and reflect more about the emotional depth that you may have in connection to this person that may come in. As you see here with gentlemen, you'll see at the top I did write logic. Okay, so it's more about you thinking through in your love life here in the month of November. Let's see what else is coming through. Wow, and you have the lady. Okay, so I have the yin yang energy. I have the yang energy here. Okay, and I have the yin energy over here. Okay, so working with both makes sense, because if we talk about here this energy of wands, it is fire, and fire is represented by yang energy, right? Swords energy, still about the head, but it's more about going deeper. So it's about this inward focus, this type of intuition, knowledge, allowing yourself to really see something for what it is, not just for what I think it's going to be or what I want it to be. All right. All right, let's see what else is coming through here for you. What else may be potentially unfolding here, Aries, in the month of November. I do feel that there is this beautiful energy here of yin and yang energy that you're going to have this balance. You're going to balance passion with intellect. Okay. So, like I said at the top of the reading, it's not about the speed or just the fire and lust and magnetic attraction. It's also about the logical, rational, analytical, um, intellectually stimulating conversations and intelligent, balanced decisions that you're going to be making in order for you to come closer to an opportunity here if you so choose. You have here the never ending story that just popped out of the deck by itself, okay? Along with building blocks. So we'll take those two. And like I said, um, Aries, you've learned from the past. You've seen how when you just move towards or jump very quickly into sensuality, passion, lust, magnetic attraction, when that's the driving force alone, it may not always result in the type of connection with depth that you may be looking for. So I do feel here in the month of November, Aries, that you're going to rethink your strategy. You're going to rethink how you've been moving towards opportunities that are focusing on love, okay? Or focusing in your love life, dating, and things of that nature. You're going to take a really good look because, as you see here, this Knight of Swords, it's ready to cut the never ending story, the drama, the repeating patterns, okay? The the self, the self, it's kind of the way that this is coming across is like you have this idea in your mind, self-fulfilling prophecy of, oh my gosh, is this going to happen again? Is it going to be like my last connection? Is it going to be like my last relationship? Right? And so the King of Swords is saying, listen, you got to snap out of that focus. You got to snap out of that frame of thought and that script. Okay. You see here, the King of Swords is ready to slice this energy away because it's not serving a purpose, right? And the only reason that that may be the case here, or one of the reasons, is because you've allowed your passion to go on overdrive. Okay. And so logic has been a little bit kind of in the back scene, or, when the fires of chemistry start, igniting, oh my gosh, you forget about the rational analytical. Okay. So this is saying in the month of October, you're going to build differently. You're going to want to build a different type of connection in a different way. Yes, it's going to be important if there's chemistry. Yes, it's going to be important if there's a connection here, right? There's a mutual attraction. But what's going to be more important to you because of this Venus and Scorpio is the fact that you're going to want to build a connection differently. It's going to be about you, connecting more in regards to thinking something through, okay, internal focus, and being more logical, rational, analytical, and making intelligent choices based on how you and this potential person that you may meet build together. Okay. You're going to be very curious about what this person has built on their own in the past. So, like, for example, if this person has like a lot of debt, or if this person hasn't had an opportunity. And by the way, I don't think that may be the case, especially with King of Wands energy. So there is a level of maturity here. But I'm saying here you are going to be paying very close attention to those important fundamentals, right? Do they have a stable job? What are they working? Do they have outstanding debt? How have they broken up from past relationships? Okay, what seems to be the common theme here? Are they motivated? Are they driven? Okay, do they have their ducks in a row when it comes to finances, when it comes to career, when it comes to those important elements that you find fundamentally important. Okay, Aries. And so this focus here has a lot to do about that. I do want to take a quick look here at Never Ending Story and give you more depth here in regards to this. Like I said, I do feel that you're moving away from this energy and you're more concentrating on, you know, the depth of a connection, slowing down and reflecting. All right. Intrigued. Someone is intrigued by you and wants to know you better. Yeah. Okay. That may trigger a little bit of response here with this never ending story. You might get kind of like, oh my gosh, you know? And again, I think that this is a lot having to do with trust issues from the past, you know, believing that people are more stable than what they were. Okay. You believing in someone's word because you were very much connected to their, you know, you were connected more to their chemistry or to the mutual attraction. And so that King of Swords kind of was placed more to the back. But that's not going to be the case here in November. Someone is going to be interested in you. It may be more than one person, like I said. King of Wands energy, King of Swords energy. Both mature energies, but they may move very differently. And like I said, this could also be you, King of Wands and King of Swords. All right. Moving with a sense of passion and charisma and chemistry, but not focusing so much on falling deeply and quickly just because there's passion. You're going to be more logical and analytical about the decisions here of who may, you know, be interested in you or who you may be interested in. Okay. So this could go either way. Okay. I do feel that everything here will start casually, um, because it's going to start with a sense of curiosity. Okay. It's going to start with curiosity and it may lead into something more. Again, you know, just make sure that there's a slow type of movement here. Okay. More thought, more observation, more asking the right questions so that you can get to the nitty gritty, the center core of where this person is at, where their head is at, where, you know, where are those important fundamentals? Where do they stand? Last but not least, let's see what else is coming through for you. Aries, very interesting reading here for you. Look at that Ace of Pentacles. You're ready to start new. Okay. You're ready to start new. Ace of Pentacles, there is an opportunity here that you will be moving towards or that will be moving towards you. And like I said, in order for you to start that new, you know, that new possibility or that new beginning is by you cutting down the never ending story, the drama, the script, the self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs, the getting too caught up in your, you know, narrative here about a past or about past situations or experiences that you have had in your love life. So November is coming through with a sense of newness, okay, with a sense of you valuing different things, not valuing just the same kind of like, oh, is this person attractive? You know, are they charismatic? Do they just call my attention because they're handsome, they're attractive, they're cute, they're sexy? It's going to be more. Okay. There has to be more there. You're going to be looking deeper into what makes this person tick. And if this person, you know, connects, meshes, blends well with your love, with your lifestyle. Okay. So your love life here with the Ace of Pentacles, the divine, the creator, the universe is giving you an opportunity, a very stable, secure opportunity that may take time, patience, okay, and consistency to work towards, but it looks really good. Okay. By the way, there may be some earth element here somewhere as well. Pentacles energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, along with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Okay, so there could be some placements there, just letting you guys know. That being said, thank you so much, Aries, for tuning in. Don't forget to take a look at your monthly readings, your November monthly readings. If these messages resonated with you, don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section. Thank you so much, Aries. Up next, we have Leo. Hello, intuitive friends. Welcome. Hello, Monica. Hello, Nana. Hello, Inga. Inga, welcome. Don't forget to drop that rose, Monica, in the comment section, okay? All right. Thank you so much. Yes, very interesting reading here for Aries, right? Thank you so much for joining. And of course, thank you so much, Inga, for being part of the Oracle of Thanks as well. Welcome. All right, intuitive friends, we're going to jump into the Leo readings. And again, intuitive friends, remember to take a look at your November readings. If those November readings are starting to resonate, don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section for that too. I also created a beautiful nighttime affirmation meditation, all right, for everyone to use as they unwind from their day. All righty. So as they unwind from their day and to help you have a more restful night's sleep and also already set up a positive mindset for the next day. So if you're interested in that, just don't forget to take a look at the bonus messages playlist, as that message, or I should say that nighttime affirmation is there as well. You also have the long distance Reiki energy healing. I am a Reiki practitioner as well. So you have that as well in the, right on that same, on that same video. You have the link there also, okay? All right, intuitive friends, we're going to jump into the next sign, and that is Leo. Wherever you may have Leo on your astrological natal chart, we're going to be focusing on that next, okay? All right, intuitive friends, let me just make sure I have the Leo sign here, and I'll be doing all the singles readings for every sign. So I will be coming right back to do the earth signs as well. So I'm going to be focusing on the air and the earth signs today. Okay. The fire and the air sign and the earth signs today. Okay, Mercury is in retrograde, and you guys know I have a strong Mercury placement, and I'm feeling it. I am feeling it, let me tell you. All right, intuitive friends, let's hop on to the next, and the next is Leo. Hello, Leo, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Leo sun, moon, rising, or Venus, or if you have Leo on other sections on your astrological natal chart that focus on love, connections, marriage, partnerships, and relationships, and those other placements are if you have Leo in Venus, Leo in your Juno, Leo in your fifth, or Leo in your seventh houses. Okay, so fifth or seventh houses. It doesn't have to be all. I mean, obviously, it's not going to be all those four. But if you have one of those four, and you have Leo there, then these messages are for you. This is for the singles collective, okay? So single Leo, let's see what is coming through for you. Now that Venus has left its placement in Libra, and it's now in the placement of Scorpio, okay? So we're going to see how that may look for you in regards to what may be potentially unfolding for you here in the month of November. For those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box, okay? All right, single Leo, what's coming through? You have the Tower here popping up for you. It's more about you realizing something, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Hold on. You have the Tower with the Temperance, okay? All right, it's like the calm after the storm, okay? That's how this is coming across. First and foremost, the Tower is ruled by Mars, okay? So this is telling you here, okay, Leo, that in the month of November, you are not only realizing what has happened in your storyline in regards to your love life, okay? You're looking back at what crumbled, what happened, what happened in your love life that you didn't see. Okay, maybe you had turned a blind eye on something. Maybe, there's this sense of, a breakup, separation, or divorce. It's trying to figure out why something crumbled for you in your love life, or why something keeps popping up as a reoccurring theme that you see in every single connection in regards to your love life, okay? Or the pattern that you continue to attract in other people, okay? Now, Leo, with the Tower card here, there have been breakup, separation, divorce, unexpected revelations of deception, lack of transparency. There's been something here as the driving force of why your connections have not lasted, or why there has been those breakup, separation, or divorces, right? And in the month of November, there's this sense of you understanding or connecting the dots on why those things may have occurred and how to prevent them from happening again. So, where in the past or recent past, you waited for the big boulder to fall in order for you to pay attention to something, this time around, your outlook is very different. You're going to start looking, even when there's just like a little dust and little pebbles, a little gravel falling, you're going to be like, whoop, hold on a second. I need to focus on something here. I need to reevaluate the situation, or reevaluate how this is going, right? And so, from this breakup, separation, or divorce, from these um, connections and experiences that you may have had that have been very impactful, okay, due to the fact that they have revealed things that you needed to know, but it also revealed things about yourself. So, the energy that you're going to be embodying here in the month of November. And by the way, it's going to be more than just November, because you have two major arcanas. So this is going to be a slow moving energy that you may even see straight into December. Okay. But here with the Tower card, it says, I surrender and know how to move forward. And that's the whole thing. It's not about the fact that you have fallen, or that things have, you know, haven't lasted. Okay, it's about you realizing how you can get your ducks in a row all over again, and be more mindful, more cautious, not jaded, okay, but more open to doing something very different, getting out of your comfort zone, and trying new ways in order to explore and expand your love life. So you're starting from scratch, is how this feels, okay? You also have the Temperance card in Tarot here. And the Temperance card in Tarot is ruled by Sagittarius. So there may be here this kind of like, okay, once Sagittarius season begins, you're going to be more open to having a fresh new start, or at least here trying to, make certain moves here and allowing yourself to get out of your comfort zone and start dating. For others of you, though, it feels like you're going to continue to do more of the healing process, because the Star card in Tarot, it's about the healing. It's about the energetic forgiveness. Okay. It's about you recognizing what brand new energy you want to see in your love life moving forward. So here with the Temperance card, it's showing a person taking two things and mixing. Those two things are the things that you've learned from the past or the recent past, those things that you have learned from those tower moments. And the other jug is where you are now. And it's placing and mixing those experiences, right? Knowing what things worked in the past and what things didn't work in the past, and then restructuring it in a way that it's more beneficial and useful for you moving forward. Okay. I want to take a look here at this tower. Let's see what else is coming through. Give me more here on this tower card. Let's get more clarity here. Don't forget, Leo, to take a look at your monthly readings, your November monthly readings. That is in the monthly reading playlist. Okay, so take a look at that. All right, the tower. Oh, something did a little peekaboo here. What was that? Testing limits. Okay, I feel in the past or recent past, people were testing your limits. Okay, they perhaps weren't changing. You may have given a lot of chances in the past or recent past. Maybe these are some of the things that you are going to change or reevaluate in the month of November, or have been reevaluated. Yeah, see, ego check. All right. So here, Leo, in the past or recent past, as I said with this tower, you're letting go of the ego. You're letting go of the pride. All right. You're letting go of those kind of tensions here. Ego check says interactions are forcing you to confront your own ego. All right. There were things that that are external and internal checks. So you're doing both. Remember that I talked about that reflection, testing your limits. I feel that in the past or recent past, you may have given more chances that the person may have been, may have needed. Okay. Remember, as the saying goes, a person shows you who they are once. Okay. That was Maya Angelou. A person always shows you who they are once. And when they show you, believe it. Okay. So there is this energy here of shifting those dynamics or storylines from the past or recent past. All right. Let's take a look here at the Temperance card. All right. So you're letting go of those ideas, old patterns. You're going to be focusing more on finding clarity, calmness, drama free. So the two cards that I'm seeing is Gentleman and Child, which is all about, Gentleman is about the logic. You're going to be thinking about things, very interesting, because Aries had by the way, Aries did have that in the same placement, by the way. So you may have some Aries on your astrological natal chart, other placement focusing on Aries, but you're going to be more logical, rational, analytical. You're going to think about things a little bit deeper this time around. Okay. Where perhaps in the past, you were moving towards just focusing on the fire of the connection because of the tower. So just focusing on the passion of something, the fire or the chemistry, that sensuality, that lusty energy. Okay. Focusing more on the fire within the connection, the passion. This time around, you're going to be focusing more on, okay, does this make sense? Yes, I might be attracted to this person, right? Or to people, right? That, I'm going to be attracting, or that I'm going to be moving towards, but I'm going to be more, not jaded, okay? Not jaded, but you're going to be more thoughtful in the process of how you're going to do this, right? How you're getting to know someone, because you want something brand new. You don't want that script all over again. You don't want the same things that you've been dealing with in the past or the recent past, where you may have been mistaking, okay, arguing, jealousy, sensuality and chemistry, and believing that that is the fundamental of love or the important groundwork for love. Now you've seen that that may not be the case. What's very important here is, how do we blend? How do we mix? Do our lifestyles mix? Even if there's a lot of passion and chemistry, but are we on the same page? Okay. Are we on the same thought pattern? Okay. Do we agree, or are there some similarities here on the fundamentals? Because you want something new. You don't want to recreate the same old structure or components like the tower, like you had in the past or recent past. So you're taking your time here, Leo. It says, I find clarity through calm. You're not rushing, especially with the fact that Venus is now in Scorpio. So it's a water sign. So for you, serendipity, this looks good. For you, Leo, you want to be seen. You want to be seen, not just the external part of you, okay? Not just that you're looking, sexy, handsome, or attractive. You want someone to look at the inner you, okay? You want someone to be more authentic, all right? Let's take a look here with serendipity. There may be some opportunities here for you, Leo, in the month of November, where there may be sign, symbol, synchronicities coming up. You may accidentally bump into someone here, okay? Meet someone. I do feel that destiny and fate is kind of guiding certain connections here. Or again, just because we're guided to connections doesn't mean that we're going to say yes to them, right? But there is a probability here of you connecting with either a person or people, okay? Different people here, where you may have a choice of, okay, am I seeing what I need to see? I'm going to take my time with this connection. I'm going to take my time in getting to know someone. Now, because you have temperance here, Leo, temperance is ruled by, by Sagittarius. So I do see here fire. So this person may have fire in some placements on their astrological natal chart, right? It could be their sun, moon, rising, or it could be that they have a fire sign in their Venus or Juno or fifth or seventh house. Okay. Same thing with Mars. Okay. I do feel that, and that Mars rules Aries. So again, fire. So there may be a person that, even if their sun sign is one whole different sign, there could be some placements that may have some type of fire. Okay. And that may be here an important clue or key. That being said, serendipity is here. So there is an opportunity for a unexpected meeting. Okay, you're moving forward. You're allowing yourself to open up to the possibilities that fate and destiny may have for you. There may be some kind of like coincidences here, okay? And I question mark, because I don't believe in coincidence. There's no such thing as coincidences. But, that's what people call it. So you may kind of, bump into someone who maybe that there's a similarity here. Look at that. That just popped out of the deck. This person may be a water sign, and they just may be a water sign in their big three, either sun, moon, rising, but then have maybe fire somewhere else. I just said that a little while ago, so there you go. All right, so you have here the Queen of Cups, the King of Swords, and the Moon. Okay. What may be potentially unfolding here, you may have two people. Okay, let's talk about this being other people, and then I'm going to talk about this perhaps being your energy too. But there could be two people here, possibly a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, possibly someone with other placements here of Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Okay. Strong water here, because I have water twice. The moon card is ruled by Pisces, so there's a lot of water. Again, they may have a lot of water in one section and so forth. Now, I do feel that this person is emotionally intelligent. They have the maturity, okay, to move forward in a connection that is also new for them. Okay. I do feel that this Queen of Cups energy, this person could be romantic. They could be emotionally secure as well. They could be nurturing, a supportive person, but they may be very calm, cool, and collected. They may be a little bit on the shy side of showing you all those emotions. That's because they've gotten hurt too in the past or recent past. Okay. So they may be a little cautious with that, not jaded, just aware, right? And so the Queen of Cups is saying here, this person, yes, there's going to be a lot of emotions. This same person may be very logical and analytical. They're also going to kind of move towards this opportunity or, serendipitous event cautiously. Okay. Now I'm channeling that as that being one person. But I'm also getting this could be two different people. There could be two different people that you may be uh, having a connection with, a friendship, getting to know. One person could be strong water, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or the other person could also be here, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Okay. Now, this King of Swords energy here, very logical, analytical, okay, observant, okay, having intellectual stimulating conversations is important. Being kind is also important to this person. Okay. They have here the Moon card. This person could be intuitive as well. Okay, Leo. Now, let's take a look at the same spread here, the Queen of Cups, King of Swords, and the Moon, reflecting your energy here potentially in the month of November. So, yes, you're going to be open to starting or connecting with other people. You're going to be bringing energetically, okay, the energy here of you want to get to know someone, right? With the Queen of Cups, you have the emotional intelligence and you have the emotional maturity. So now you know from these experiences that you had here with the Tower, testing limits, ego check, as I said before, with Gentleman, which is all about the logic, you now know what suits your lifestyle, what may be best for you. And so you are going to be embodying here more of this King of Swords energy. You're going to be very interested in finding out and learning more about a person that you may potentially come cross paths due to destiny and fate. Okay. Maybe unexpectedly. It's going to matter the conversations, the depth of the conversation. It's going to matter to you if this person has intelligent conversations, if they're able to express themselves clearly. Okay. The Moon card, you are going to use your intuition to help guide you. But you're also here, need to be aware that you don't allow yourself to get caught up in your head and allow fear, anxiety, and the trust issues that may have happened here or loyalty issues that may have happened. I'm sorry, let me grab this over here. In your past or recent past, or those storylines that happened in the past or recent past that created a breakup, separation, or divorce. You're no longer going to look at potential connections as giving countless chances, and you are going to be more mindful at having to do things having to do with your ego, right? So there is a sense here, Leo, that you're very much open to a new possibility, a new start. Okay. Some of you may the new start may be different here for some of you. Some of you will go out there and actually start engaging in connecting with new circles, new people. Others of you, the newness is just you finding some type of clarity and calm before you're really ready to make that step out into the dating scene. So again, there are two different energies here. But all in all here, Leo, very, very interesting and positive reading for you here in the month of November. I wish you the best of luck. And thank you so much. If this message resonates for you, don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Leo, and I'll see you soon. Up next, we have Sagittarius. But before I jump into Sagittarius's reading, let me say hello to our intuitive friends. Hello, Monica. Hello, Nana. Hello, Inga. Hello, Jack Mac. Welcome, intuitive friends, for stopping by and being part of this live. Thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support. This is the singles reading, and of course I will be doing the singles reading for all the signs. However, I am starting with the fire signs, okay? And then I'll come back a little later for the earth signs. I don't know, I might come back a little later for the earth signs, or I might leave, I'm sorry, not the earth signs, for the air signs. I might do the air signs tomorrow. And along with the water signs, okay? So yeah, just keep tuned in. But thank you so much, intuitive friends, for stopping by, for your love, your loyalty, and your support. All right, intuitive friends, like I said, up next, we have Sagittarius. All right, intuitive friends. Up next, we have Sagittarius. Sagittarius, this is the singles collective reading for the fire signs. Of course, ooh, look at that. Authentic self just popped up for you here. Sagittarius. Okay. All right, let's hop to it. Remember, intuitive friends, Aries and Leo, I already channeled those messages. Just wait for me to end the live stream. And of course, as soon as I end the live stream, I will be adding the timestamps, okay? That being said, let's jump into the next reading, and that is for Sagittarius. Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Sagittarius sun, moon, rising, or if you have Sagittarius placements on other have Sagittarius placements on other parts of your astrological natal chart, focusing on love, marriage, relationship connections, and partnerships. And those placements are if you're a Sagittarius in Venus, or Sagittarius in Juno, or Sagittarius in your 5th house, or Sagittarius in your 7th house, then these messages are also for you. Okay. So if you know your placements, feel free to take a look at the other readings that I have for the singles collective. But that being said, Sagittarius, today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what may potentially be unfolding for you in the month of November. Okay. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a 2nd degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just look down below in the description box, okay? Everything is located down there for you. That being said, intuitive friends, I want to welcome back those of you who are new to the channel, who are visiting, and of course, my current subscribers. I want to thank you all for your love, your loyalty, and your support. All right, Sagittarius, let's see here what may be potentially unfolding for you in the month of November in regards to your love life, okay? So we're taking a look at your love life a little closer. Here you have the 5 of Pentacles with the 7 of Wands, okay? 5 of Pentacles here, Sagittarius. You may have just recently came out of a breakup, separation, or divorce. For others of you, it's been quite some time, but you've been healing from it, all right? 5 of Pentacles, you were either in a connection, whether it was that you decided to go your separate ways, or others of you may have been You may not have had a choice. Someone either walked away or someone else may have decided to have a breakup, separation, or divorce. But the Five of Pentacles is telling me here that there's this energy of you remembering, knowing, kind of saying to yourself, wow, I really gave so much in my last connection. I put so much out there, right? And I was left out in the cold. I was either abandoned or the situation, the connection may not have lasted, because there were some things here that just weren't right. Okay. There could have been an overpouring of resources that you may have been doing. And this may have been kind of like a, what is it? A giver versus taker type of relationship where you may have been giving a lot more than what you were receiving. Okay, and that could be in any aspect of love languages, of course. It could also be resources. It's like you were helping someone out, like financially, and they were just taking, and they may have drained you financially, or they may have drained your resources as well, other resources that are not tangible. Okay, so however the storyline may have been here, I feel that some of you are recovering from this energy. You may have been single for a while, or you may have decided not to go start dating here, because you were healing. So it's been taking a while. You've been taking a while here to figure out, do I really want to go back out there? I feel that some of you were afraid or are afraid that this may happen again, right? But with the Five of Pentacles is telling me here that the universe wants you to know you're supported. So you're not alone. You learned from that experience. And I'm going to go a little deeper and find out more information here and clarity in regards to this Five of Pentacles. But whatever this experience was for you, this breakup, separation, divorce, feeling like you were left out in the cold, feeling like you were left out there with the resources, or that you overly poured and someone just took, you're going to allow yourself here to open up to a new energy in the month of November. You're going to allow yourself to open up to, number one, holding your ground, standing firmly on the things that you believe in. Maybe you had in the past or recent past made some type of, you settled. Okay. Maybe you lowered your standards, which we never do. We never lower our standards. Okay. We have people either they meet us there, or they're there already. But this could have been a work in progress in regards to the type of connection that you may have had in the past or recent past. And so this time around, though, very different. This time around, you're holding your ground. Seven of Wands energy here. It's you being on top. It's you standing firm to your belief systems, to the things that you hold near and dear to your heart. You're not going to settle. You're not going to lower standards. Okay. The Seven of Wands energy in the traditional deck, there's a person standing on a mound, okay, on a little hill or a mountain, right? And they have their wand and they're shooing away all the other wands. And I feel that for you here, Sagittarius, in the month of November, it's showing that you're going to be more selective. You're going to be more selective where maybe in the past you thought you were, but that may not have been the case. Okay. I feel you're going to be more selective. Yes, chemistry and passion is going to be important, but what's going to be more important to you is, does this person that is coming in my direction or that I am moving towards, are they stable? Okay. You have the garnet here. Garnet, the color of the crystal is the same color as the root chakra. So you're going to make sure, are they grounded? And also for yourself, Sagittarius, you're going to make that assessment. Am I grounded enough to go out there and fight off or fend off the people or the potential people that may be coming towards me? Am I going to be grounded enough not to be swayed by the chemistry and the passion that I may connect with these several or few people that may be coming in my direction? Am I going to allow myself to be grounded and stable and secure in my beliefs so that I can only select the person or the connections that truly meet me where I am in regards to my standards, right? So remember, like I said, in the traditional deck, you have a person standing on the mound with one wand and a lot of wands coming towards them. You know, you are a charismatic person here, okay? Sagittarius, you're charisma, you're fire sign. You walk in, you attract people to look at you. You're very charismatic. So with that charisma, yeah, you're going to attract a lot of people, but you've learned from the past. You know that it's not just everyone. You got to be selective. And I feel that that's where it's going to be more of an intentional selection of energy. Okay. A more intentional selection of, does this person, you know, that I'm getting to know or that I may, you know, move towards to get to know, do they hold the important elements or foundation that I care about right now at this moment in time in regards to connection? So I do feel that you are going to be more grounded. You're still going to listen to your heart. Okay, you have malachite there, a stone which is used for the heart chakra. So the healing of your heart, and you're going to move towards being more grounded in the things that you truly wholly, you know, you truly and wholly authentically, I should say. And by the way, very interesting, because before, when I was, and you know, it's not going to be on your time set, but if you move it a little bit closer, authentic self had come out here for you. And that you know, and it's interesting because I put it back in the deck because I hadn't started the reading. But yeah, you're looking for someone who's authentic. It says here, I actively hold true to my values. There you go. Validation, confirmation. That's what your focus is going to be on. If we're talking about passion, we're talking about fire, we're talking about drive and spark, that is where your passion is going to lie. It's going to lie towards or on this, you know, idea, this maybe even standard. Okay, I actively hold true to my values. Okay, and really getting to know if the person or people that you may move towards or that may move towards you, are they on the same wavelength as you? All right, let's see here what else is coming through. I want more clarity here in regards to the Five of Pentacles. So let's see. I do feel you're, like I said, you're going to let that energy go. You're moving into being more proactive, but more proactive in regards to standing firmer and holding ground in regards to what your belief systems may be and what you hold very important, okay, in regards to your love life. Let's see what else is coming through. Five of Pentacles. We have the path unknown. The path ahead in the relationship is uncertain yet hopeful. And I think that in the past or recent past, you may have dated potential. You dated potential. You didn't date the reality of the person. Okay. And so because you dated the potential energy of a person, you never got the real nitty gritty of who this person was. And maybe this person never, okay, either person or people, because this could be a reoccurrent, you know, old pattern, but you know, this person didn't even know where they were going. They may have been uncertain. Okay. This could also be talking about you, Sagittarius, where when you saw that there was a red flag here, you still kept going in the connection. You still kept it moving. You didn't stop that car and say, okay, hold on a second. I need to either shift lanes, or this passenger that's in my car needs to get out because we're not heading in the same direction. So that's what's coming through here in regards to this Five of Pentacles. Family ties, family dynamics are influencing the relationship. There may have been major differences, cultural differences, ideologies that were different. Okay. There may have been different perspectives, different upbringings. Okay. One person may have been raised with certain, set of beliefs. You were born with a certain set of beliefs and it just did not mix. But yet, some of you may have still kept, you giving to the connection. Pentacles energy is value. You still kept adding resources, whatever resources those were, whether it's intangible resources as love. So you still kept trying to keep the love alive. Intangible resources are time. You still kept putting time. And some of you here, tangible resources, money, food on the table, paying, certain things here, money, people borrowing money even. Okay. So that is what's coming through with the Five of Pentacles. Okay. So there could have been those dynamics here in the past or recent past. Again, like I said, you've moved past that. Your focus is going to be more on, you've moved past it. And some of you here, listen carefully, you moved past it and you don't want to repeat that same pattern here with whip. So because you don't want to repeat the same pattern here with whip, you've decided to keep your distance. And like I said before, the distance is focusing here on, yes, that you may attract several opportunities here in the month of November. You may be surrounded by different people, especially Sagittarius, when your birthday comes around. You may, meet different people, but you're going to be more selective of who is aligned more to your frequency and more aligned to your values. So your charisma may attract, the people, opportunities, but you're going to be more selective because you don't want to relive the pattern of the Five of Pentacles from your past or recent past. So I do feel more selective energy, and especially here, Sagittarius, with the fact that Venus is now in Scorpio, which is a water sign. Okay. So Venus in Scorpio is that you want a more intimate relationship, but more of an intimate relationship that is focusing on your values or belief systems, not just, oh, someone is attractive, oh wow, I just want to meet them because they, I have this internal spark towards that person and there's this heavy sensuality and passion and fire. It's not superficial any longer. It is more in depth because that Venus is in Scorpio. So it's more about the intimate connection, talking more about emotional vulnerability and connecting on a deeper way, more having to do with values and lifestyles than it is about external passion and chemistry. So that is what seems to be where your head is going to be at here in regards to your love life, as it unfolds in the month of November. See the fates. And I want to say here, Sagittarius, Leo had something having to do about destiny also. So you are laying low. Okay. You're not forcing anything. You're not pushing anything. All right. There's this sense of isolation. Clock Tower in the Lenormand deck is about, separation. It's about really analyzing It's about wanting to restart something, but with boundaries. It's an isolation. Yes, you're going to be isolated, or you're going to be more reserved, but it's because you don't want to attract or relive this energy from the past or recent past with the whip, which was a reoccurring pattern for you in some way, shape, or form in regards to what I channeled here with the Five of Pentacles and this energy over here. So the fates, destiny may be at play. Whoa, this was the card that came out for Leo. Serendipity. Yeah, there may be an unexpected turn of events here. You may meet someone unexpectedly. Sign, symbol, synchronicities, the universe placing either this opportunity or person in your path, because one or two things you've been manifesting deeply here in regards to your love life. Now, Sagittarius, when Mercury is in retrograde, which it is right now at this moment in time, this is not a good time to manifest. But this is kind of like, opportunities coming in from all that past manifestation that you've been having or that you've been doing. So there may be a very interesting meeting here that fate or destiny is guiding. So pay attention. And again, just because destiny and fate is guiding it, ultimately is your choice, because it could be more than one person. Seven of Wands energy. Remember, the person is on the mound with one wand, fending off all the other 6 wands. So you're going to be more selective here. You don't want just everybody and anybody to approach. You want a specific type of focus here. It's more about your belief systems. It's more about what you hold important. And that's going to be the defining factor here on who you may want to move towards or who you allow to move towards you. Last but not least, Sagittarius, let's take a look here at your last and final card. And that is the Queen of Swords. Exactly what I said. You're going to be more selective. Queen of Swords energy. Yes, you have learned lessons already. You're more experienced. Queen of Swords energy. You're independent. You have independent thoughts. You have independent mind. You're not going to allow your emotions or the passion and chemistry to override your intelligence. Okay? Remember, I talked about that here with the Five of Pentacles. So you're not going to want to relive that same storyline from the past. You're not going to allow yourself to be swayed by charisma, passion, chemistry, attraction. Yes, that's important. And I'm not saying that that's not important. I'm saying that even if you see those elements, you're going to be more discerning, because you're going to be focusing more on, can we have an intellectual conversation? Through that intellectual conversation, am I going to be able to see and explore where this person's head is at? Okay, you're going to be very interested. Are the conversations intellectually stimulating? Okay, how, what is this person's pattern from the past? Okay, so you're going to be very interested. Like I said at the top of the reading, it's going to be more about the emotional vulnerability, but you're going to be more selective and find out what this person is about in regards to their mind and in regards to the values. Do their values align with mine? And can we, as we're exploring a friendship, a connection, or this potential candidate, can we agree on some things of compromise, or can we not? Okay, so here with the Queen of Swords, you may meet, look at that with the Temperance. Wow, that's you. That's your card. By the way, there may be some connection here with I want to say another fire sign. I want to say Aries or Leo, because they I want to say maybe Leo was the one that had the Temperance card. There's a lot of similarities here between Sagittarius and the Leo reading. But yeah, this person could be an air sign. They don't have to be, but they could have air, they could be an air sign or have air placements, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Again, this could be you embodying this energy, but this could also be talking about another person. There's definitely here fire. Okay. So the person could also have Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements. And you also have earth placements here with the pentacles. So this person could be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn as well. That being said, Sagittarius, don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section if these messages have resonated for you. And don't forget to take a look at the monthly readings for November. That being said, take care and have a good one. Bye-bye.